First, we'll log in and then we'll select Home. Next, we'll look for the budget icon on the top line of our home page. When we select Budget, we'll be brought to this page where we can do 4 things. We can manage our budget, which is used when we want to edit or delete our budget. We can add a budget, which is used to add a new budget for our account. We can view budget history, and we can view an actual versus budget graph, which will give us a graphical representation of our actual hours in dollars as they relate to our budget. Today, we are going to add budget. When we click on Add Budget, we want to ensure that we have the correct job site selected. We then want to make sure that we have selected All Tasks in the next drop-down box. There are some accounts that must assign budgets for each task, but that's the exception rather than the rule. So for our example, we will select All Tasks. Since we're a 5-day account, we will begin with Monday. 750 hours per week divided by 5 days equals 150 hours per day. So we will enter 150 in Monday's hours. And 7,500 divided by 5 equals $1,500 per day. So we will enter 1,500 in Monday's amount column. We will then repeat that information for Tuesday through Friday, placing 150 in the hours columns and 1,500 in the amount columns. After our last entry on Friday, we want to make sure that we select Calculate, since you can see that the totals are not always calculated accurately. And we can see now that our weekly budget of 750 hours and $7,500 is computed correctly. Next, we'll select a start date. And since our payroll week begins on Saturday and ends the following Friday, we will select the date that corresponds with the next Saturday. It's recommended that you do not enter an end date. Omitting an end date will ensure that your current budget remains in effect until you choose to edit it or delete it. And our last step in our budget process, as always, is to select Save to ensure that our newly added budget is in our Blue Force system and available for review.